remove R4 and simplify circuit using Thevenin's theorem. So we have to find VTH, RTH, and then recognize R4. The first thing is remove R4. The first part is to actually look for VTH. So we don't have R4 anymore, so we have R3, and VTH is going to be the voltage across R3. Okay, so it's a voltage across the 2 points where your resistor R4 used to be attached. So these are the 2 points, that's VTH. The first thing we're going to calculate R1, 2, okay? So these two resistors are in parallel, so it's 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2, okay? And that's 71.4 ohms. Then once you know R1, 2, but then I can calculate RT. RT is R1, 2 plus R3, okay? So the first two are in parallel, and then the parallel group here is in series with R3. So that gave you 421.2. 0.4. And once you knew, sorry, just what is it? Up, 1, 2, 1, 2. And once you know RT, you can calculate IT, which is VS. We are still working with VS, 24 volts, over RT. Be careful here, you have 24 over 421.4. So that's give you 0.0569 amps. And you finish up, now that you know the current in your circuit, and the VTH is R3 IT. And you found there 19.9 volts. That's your VTH. Okay. Second circuit, you have to replace the power supply by a wire. Okay. And now you move your power supply here. Okay. That's the same as having the three resistors R1, R2, and R3 in parallel. So you'll have your power supply here where R4 was, and then R3 is in parallel with R4, then R1, then R2. Okay, so that's probably the most difficult part to see that. So if I put my power supply here, because this is in parallel, that's normal, but then you'll have to picture here that these, you're going on around, and then these two are still in parallel, and they are in parallel with R3. So RTH is 1 over R1 plus 1 over 3. Okay, and that's actually gave you it's 59.32 ohms. Now that's the second part. So now that I have VTH and RTH, that's always the same circuit. So now be careful, you need to put a VTH, so 19.9. You put your R4 back in, and you put your RTH here. So RT this time is R4 plus RTH. Okay, so that's 259 ohms. I is VTH, not VS, VTH over RT. Okay, so this is 19.9 over 259. So that gives you 0.077 amps. And do I have enough to have a tiny bit of space here? And finally, V across R4 is R4I, which gives you 15.3 volts. Okay.